Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Stevens, aka the Bookie Killer, and I'm back with my Sports Betting 101. What I want to go over today, my topic is why to invest in sports betting over the stock market. There's a lot of differentials that come with the stock market and sports betting. Let me give you an example. There was a group of guys that got together and made a ton of money on a particular stock where they drove it through the roof. Then all the big boys that run the stock market fixed it and basically shut it down to where these guys or nobody else could make any type of money. Well, let me explain something to you guys. That shit will never, ever happen in betting sports. No one wants to sit around in the stock market on some manipulated bullshit that these people run to fuck you over on a daily basis. When you're betting on sports, you know the team, you know the players, you know the point spread, and you get paid right after the fucking game. On the stock market, do you really know these companies? Do you know the day-to-day operations? Do you even know where the company's at? Do you know who's running the company? No, you don't. I can get you key elements and inside information on particular games that you cannot get in the stock market or have any clue on how to find valid information. I can find out how teams are traveling, how teams are practicing. I can find out what referees are refereeing the game. I can find out injuries, how these teams have matched up before against the spread, how they played each other before earlier in the year, what their line is against the spread, what their record is, what the day-to-day basis is on these sports teams. So for all you guys out there that have money in stocks, I'm not telling you to stop, but I would highly suggest that you start looking into making a second income betting sports. In the beginning of all these seasons, they make their lines off last year's power rankings. What does that mean? That means they're going off last year's lines. It's a lot easier to manipulate the line and to make money. Why? You got different players. You got different coaches. You got different matchups. In college sports and in NFL and professional sports, players switch and graduate all the time, which means the team changes. A guy like myself can make you $100,000 in 7 days betting sports. On the stock market, it's going to take you a lot longer to be able to accomplish that goal. Now, what's the difference? When you make $100,000 in sports, you're still sticking with a money management and discipline program, which means you're betting the same amount of money on every single game. Unlike the stock market, you can hit for $100,000 and 4 days later lose $500,000. That doesn't happen when you manage your money betting sports. It's apples and oranges. Another thing that I don't want you guys to forget, we're in a pandemic right now, which means the stock market could easily blow up at any time. Now, I'm not saying it can't blow up and go up or blow up and go down, but you do not have that element in sports betting. It never changes. Nobody has the power to manipulate the lines. Nobody has the power to manipulate these teams like they do in the stock market. It's a black and white situation, and it's a lot easier to figure out how to win, to recoup your investment, to triple your investment, and to be very successful in having a second income. Sports betting is an investment right now where you guys can get rich, and it's an honest chance of making money. You can see what's going on, you bet the game, you bet the line, and you get paid right after the motherfucking game, plain and simple. I mean, yeah, a lot of people are making money in gold, a lot of people are making money in crypto, but the stock market has a lot more elements for you to easily go bankrupt, not to mention it takes you way too long to tie up your money to get paid. You invest $50,000 in sports betting, you're betting $10,000 a game, you pick up $40,000 a week, it's going to be hard to blow that $40,000 back because you would have to lose 4 units straight in order to lose that money that you made. There's not a chance in the world I would put the bulk of my money in the stock market versus sports betting. The investment, the return is much, much higher, and it's more legitimate. You know what you're investing in. When you bet on the LA Lakers, you know the 5 players on the team, you know the coach, you know the opposing players, you know what the spread is. All you have to do is win to get paid. Plain and fucking simple. A lot more elements in the stock market, not to mention you're not in control of nothing. You're looking forward to hoping that your stockbroker is a man of his word and puts your money in the right place, which you can easily go bankrupt. And in these hard times right now, we need for sure money. So I just want you guys to really think about it. If you're going to invest, there's a lot more money to be made in sports betting than there is in the stock market. And I know there's going to be guys that come in and put comments, I'm making tons of money in the stock market. Well, you obviously aren't betting sports, because if you were and you were to compare the two, I can show you how to make a lot more money betting sports than you're getting in the stock market, and that's a fucking fact. Anyway, just a quick message from Steve Stevens. All you guys out there investing in the stock market, take half that shit out, put it in a sports betting account, and actually have an honest chance of doubling or tripling your money weekly, not yearly. Fair enough?